Why the hell would anybody sit in a pitch black room for 49 straight days voluntarily? Well, I'll tell you. Welcome back to the Uncivilized podcast. My name is Traver Boehm. I am your host, the author of the book 28 Days in Darkness, and the founder of the Uncivilized movement. And this is part 4 in a series about when you answer a call you may not quite understand yourself. In this episode, I'm giving you a peek behind the curtain and bringing you with me into the dark. Okay, let's dive in. In this episode, I want to talk to you about the medicine of darkness. You don't have to do a 28-day dark retreat. You don't have to do a 49-day dark retreat. But the things that were available to me in both of those, I'm speaking as if I'm through the 49-day one. I'm not yet. If you're listening to this in May, June, or July, I'm still in it. But in the last one, here's what became available to me. And it became available in a very, very hard way. For 8 straight days, I was essentially bored out of my mind. Essentially, right? There were some fun times. There was some meditation. There was some depth. There was a little bit of insight. But on the 8th night, I dreamt that my ex-wife and I was in the middle of a divorce. We were walking down a beach, each holding hands or holding a hand of the child that we had miscarried. Think about that. That broke me the fuck open. And I spent the next week, probably a full week, like sobbing uncontrollably on the floor, just grieving every aspect of my life that had been hard. Grieving my past, grieving how many times I'd gotten drunk, grieving how many times I'd betrayed myself, grieving the divorce, grieving the loss of that kid, grieving the ending of the life I had as an unconscious man. So much of how I'd lived up to that point had been unconscious because there was no grieving, because I was a standard American dude from Connecticut that like, not stiff upper lip, you take it, you face it, you man up, you move on. So the medicine of the darkness was there was no distraction to see. There was no way to avoid the pain. It literally came and sat in the room with me. I have this whole section of the book called The Pain Guru, where I had semi-lucid, often unconscious and hallucinatory conversations with an entity that was teaching me about pain, telling me not to run, telling me not to hide, telling me that the pain would actually change me and reorganize me and reorient me and grow me and expand me and allow me to be more empathetic, more caring, more kind. So many positive benefits. The challenge was the price of all of that was excruciation, was grief, was sobbing, was snotting, was all of the things that I did not want to do because they suck. I'm not here to glorify pain. I'm not here to glorify grief. It's terrible to go through, right? I'm not a masochist. I don't like this, but now I understand the benefit of it. And I understood the benefit of it only after it had happened. And that is some of the medicine of the darkness, right? When you truly have nowhere to go, when you truly have nowhere to hide, because there are no distractions, that is when the depth of your pain, even the depth of your grief, the depth of loss, the depth of everything that you've grieved or need to grieve has an opportunity to come out. And so I remember coming out at the end and people asking me, do you think I should do a dark retreat? And I'd said, everybody should do one. Everybody, if they think they can survive it. You don't have to do a month. You don't have to do 49 days like I'm doing right now. But what if you just went in there for a week and it was just you? Just you. Nothing else. No one else. What would come up? What needs to come up? What's begging to come up? What's screaming to come up in your life through your vices, through your addictions, through your acting out, through your lies, through your hiding, through your overcompensations? What is the medicine that you need to swallow that only the dark can give you? That's the question of the day. Connor Beaton always also says, like, isolation leads to amplification. So people would ask me, like, do you wish there were others in there, or would you do like a group dark retreat? I was like, no, I wouldn't fucking do a group dark retreat. First of all, you'd be bumping into each other all the time. It'd be miserable. Secondly, you'd be involved with somebody else's process. Like, I don't even like doing ayahuasca with other people in the room because I don't want to hear them puke and scream and cry. I go outside usually. Isolation leads to amplification. So if there are things that need to get amplified, if they need to be made bigger so that you do feel them, so that you do hear them, so that you do see them, so that you do express them, isolation is the medicine. Now you add isolation into the darkness, and whew, my friends, you have a potent combination there. So people say, like, did you just torture yourself? Do you just hate yourself? Are you just a masochist? No, not at all. There's so much benefit from this time and from this experience. I probably cried 40 years of tears in 8 days. Were those the funnest 8 days of my life? No. Do I want to do that again? No. Was it so necessary to walk out of the room at the end a more whole, healed, open man? Absolutely. So here's my quest for you. Grab a journal, grab a paper, grab a voice note. Like, what are you suppressing? What are you pushing down that so desperately wants to come up? What are you hiding from? What are you hiding? Right? What if you were alone in a room by yourself with no light for a week, what would come visit you? And are you willing to have a dialogue with that thing right now? With your addiction, with your pain, with your loss, with your crushed dreams, with your hopes, with your joy, with your exuberance, with what part of you is not being given a seat at the table in your life that needs to? All right. If you found value in this, please do me a favor. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things. If you're listening on the Uncivilized podcast, please share this with one person in your life. And if you can, get your hands on 28 Days in Darkness. You can get it on Amazon or at manuncivilized.com/28 days. All right. See you in a week for part 5. Go with darkness. Do you want to help support the podcast? I know you do. Perfect. Here's how. Please take 12 seconds, scroll down, slap us with a 5-star review, and share this episode with one person in your life. Think about this. You tip your bartender and he serves you poison. And all I'm doing is pouring soul-stirring truth right into your ears. And if you haven't gotten a chance to grab one of my books, please get a hold of Today I Rise, snag a copy of Man Uncivilized, or get yourself some 28 Days in Darkness. Buy one for yourself, buy one for a friend, and buy one for your ex who's still watching your Instagram stories. I love you. Thank you. Until next time, stay uncivilized.